Number 5 is unhappy. After a hunt, the leader always gets to eat the tongue. Number 5 says, "No fair. Why don't we take it in turns?" "I'm the leader," says the leader. Number 5 remarks, "But it should be fair." The leader raises his hand. "I keep us in line so you don't have to think. I do far more of the work than a single tongue to help." "Understood?" "Understood," says number 5. But number 5 did not understand. But whilst the concept made sense to number 5, the thing that did not make sense was why the leader got to be leader, and why number 5 could not be numbers 4, 3, 2, 1 or leader. Leader was there first. If number 5 was smarter, faster or stronger than leader, then number 5 still could not become leader. Leader was leader. Number 5 was number 5. Number 5 would only be leader if he took over by force, but then number 5 would be even more unfair than leader. After dinner, number 5 decided to take a walk. They're looking at me like I'm a typical insecure male, but I swear I'm really very mentally ill, and the way you're all looking at me I think you might make it worse. I see things that aren't there, and all I'm asking is to be treated like a human being. I don't want to justify my illness, it's my private information. I worry you might not respect any of my opinions because you think an insecure or mentally ill male can't know anything. But I swear I'm really smart and hardworking, and I make lots of good decisions even though I'm really very mentally ill. Sometimes a thing happens and it really makes you think. Just makes you think that what do you do? You just get lost. You don't know what to do. You're in a cycle, spinning, and because you're too dumb to express yourself, no one will take you seriously. You see, so some people say you don't need to you don't need to be good at art and all of that stuff. You just need to talk to people. But people are quite busy, so unless you have an interesting story to tell, if you don't know all I believe the only psychology, philosophy, sociology book you need is a business book. But even the business book is rubbish when it comes down to it. You want to learn about people, you have to interact with them. Lots and lots and lots. Number 5 became enraged. He finally figured out why he was number 5. Because leader respected 4 other men more than him. Number 5 knew what he had to do. And his rage, he didn't mind if it got ugly. Number 5 raced back to the tribe with his spear raised high. But he did not get to take any drastic measures. Instead, he returned to smoke and charred bodies. He ran to the source where he met number 4 in front of a massive bonfire. Number 4 spoke. Leader's orders. We're going to heaven. And then number 4 disappeared, leaving number 5 lost and confused. But I realised I must get over my really very mentally ill state of mind. If they realised my disease, I'd be in big trouble. So I put my head down and did everything they wanted. And in return, I was no longer a freak, just a weirdo, and I gained many benefits that even the normals weren't given. But eventually I realised the same things I always do. I was finally tired of being the weirdo. I had to run away. It was hard to escape, because to reap the rewards, I'd sunk my nails in deep. But it turns out with the right income and a few white lies about where my office is based, I'm off to the other side of the country with a mortgage, never to be seen again. Number 5 cried and cried until no more tears could be found. And in the residue of his emotional state, a new emotion had been unlocked. Freedom. Now that his tribe had exterminated themselves, there were no orders and no ordering. Choosing and more choosing was the new law. And number 5 was now countless. There was a dragon who lived in the deepest, darkest depths of the Malaya cave. It is rumoured that they've not left for 1,000 years. One day they went down and all other life went up. That was that. Many people have tried to visit. Some for curiosity, some to try to steal the supposed loot dragon store. But one person felt sorry for the dragon. They wanted to know why a powerful beast would hide away from the world. Within a couple of months, my life had become identical to my last. This time I had 4 jobs, alongside the time to have 3 non-mind-altering addictions and 2 failing side hustles. I felt better being an owner rather than a tenant. But in a way, my life felt like a never-ending series of prisons, each slightly better funded than the former, but altogether a punishment with no clarity of the crime or the length. I knew I'd have to run away from this life also, but I didn't want another identical life. So I spent my free time searching for something drastic and stable, as much as it can be for a really very mentally ill man. Number 5 lived like a god. He had the whole tribe's food supply to himself, such that he never had to leave his territory. Number 5 spent most of his days basking in the sun. Very quickly, Number 5's past life, and even this life, became a blur. Number 5 would daydream about killing a baboon, something he never actually managed with his tribe. A higher number would always deal the final blow. But one day, this fantasy was interrupted by a yabbering scream. Number 5 ran to the sound, to see a monkey had eaten all his food, and now the monkey, drunk on power, prepared to attack Number 5. Number 5 saw the murder in the monkey's eyes and ran. Number 5 knew he could take on the monkey, he just needed to find his spear. But then, Number 5 heard another scream, and saw his spear in the monkey's paw. At this point, Number 5's life as a god had ended. He thought about this that night, as he slept in a cave, praying he'd wake up the next night. The person went down a deep dark cave. They were surprised to see how easy it was to get down. It seemed like 5 minutes before they'd reached the beast. The dragon roared, "Beware, for if you enter you may lose your humanity." The person replied, "You'll burn me to charcoal?" The dragon gave off a quick snicker. "No, but I know why you're here. Backpacks and tents for nosiness, weapons to steal, and the idiots with nothing come to talk to me. So that's your choice. If you want a bottomless pit to sink your mind into, never to escape, then be my guest. I've not got anywhere to be."